So welcome back to class. So in the first video, I discussed money management, and I was supposed to continue with trading psychology before the video went off. So in this short video, I'll be talking about focusing on trading psychology. And like I already explained, trading psychology, at the center of trading psychology is managing losses. Now, knowing how to lose and to lose effectively is the centerpiece of trading psychology, because when your account reduce in balance, when you start losing, or when your account comes down a bit, and when loss happen, now you don't only lose money, but most times you also lose confidence in your ability to get profits, and that is the worst part of it. Because if you lose your confidence, how are you going to be able to take the next trade to make the money you're supposed to make? So, like I've said a few times, it is not about just one trade. Now, many reasons can contribute to um, losing a particular trade, and then some of them can just be because you didn't do the right thing, and then some can also be the fact that markets just go the way you choose to go. So whichever way, it is good to learn more, check out what did I do wrong and all of that. But then much more than that, it is important that you don't lose your confidence. And I'm not saying that in the sense of saying that even when you are wrong, you stay there and say that I don't want to lose my confidence and all of that. Now, there's a balance to all of these things. Now, losing crush your ego, losing humbles everyone in the market, but then losing should not take you out of your ability to take trade again. So, and that's why we say that a single loss should not wreck your account, and a single win should not also make your account go wild when it comes to profit. Because if a single loss or a single win is capable of doing that for you, then we are saying that you are risking too much. But that's even under money management. Let me focus on what I'm talking about today. So when I'm talking about today has to do with losing. Now, there was a time I read a book, What I Learned from Losing $1 Million. Now, one thing I found out is almost if you ask people, every consistent profitable traders in the world today, they all have, you might never get a single way to make money. So they all have different ways they make money in the market. They all have different ways. And then the funniest part of it is that they might even contradict each other. A might say that this is how I make my money, and B can say that that is the way to lose money. Yet A is making his money through that way, and then C says all what A and B said is rubbish, and this is the way. So there's a lot of ways where people make money, but there's only single way we all lose money. So as a wise trader, one thing you need to master early is losing. So if you ask people how were you able to cut your how were you able to build your account from this amount to this amount, now they will be sincere enough with you. They will tell you that one thing I did well was that I cut my losses early. So your ability to cut your loss early is one superpower in trading, and that is the truth. Because it is not easy to watch a trade go against you, and then you allow it, and then you just close it like that. And then now there's a balance to that as well. But what I'm talking especially is about the fact that you are sure that okay, this trade has hit your stop loss, and then you just let it be. Now, people do a lot of things. People remove their stop loss. People shift their stop loss. People do all sort of things, and then, but then let me say this: once you enter a hope stage of trading, meaning that a trade has gone against you, and you kept hoping that it will turn back, it will go your way. Once that word comes into your trading game, that is hope, you are close to blowing your account. That is, hope is the next junction before you blow your account. Because we are not optimists, we are not pessimists. As a trader, you're a realist. You trade what you see, not what you think or what you think you see. And that's true. You just have to trade what you see. So if you think this trade, if you see that this trade has gone against you, and it's close to your and then by what you're trading that is gone, then you let it be, and then there's a lot of more opportunities in the world, in the market. So if you wreck yourself by just one particular trade, how are you going to see the capital to embrace the next opportunity? And that's why you should just let it be. So I tell people, once you get your stop loss fixed, let it be. So if the trade takes it off, so be it. So if your trade is going to turn back, let it turn back before you touch your SL. If it touches your SL, don't hope it will turn back. Don't hope it will turn back. So now I'm going to be talking about a few things in quick succession, and I want you to learn from it. One thing I want you to know is that it is very demanding psychologically to be a trader, because every movement in the market touches your emotion, and that's where trading psychology comes in. You have to have you have to build that emotional confidence. You have to build that emotional management to be able to take as much as possible your emotion off the trade as long as you need to. And let me also say this, and if you have noticed, you will see that I don't really predict price. I don't predict the market. Now, it is if you keep on doing that, you will enter this false egoistic trader system that market must go your way. What I do is I just react to the market. So I put in so the method of trading I use is as good as setting a trap, and then how the hunters used to do, set the trap, and then they go check it if it has catch a bushmeat or something. That's the way I trade. I set my trade, I set my key levels and every other thing that we've taught already. And then once a trade enters that level that you think, okay, this is where we are, this is where we are going next, I take the trade. So I know where my SL will be, where my TP will be, and we take the trade. So now I see where price is going and I enter. So I don't bother myself about if prices go up or down. I see where the price is going from the chart and I just follow it. That's all I care about. I don't care if it's going to buy, if it's going to sell. Whichever way, I make my money and I move out. So don't try to predict the market. It's of no use to you. In that book I spoke about what I learned from using $1 million, the author said that we have two types of traders or two types of people in the market. Some people are prophetic traders and some people are a profitable trader. So prophetic traders are the people that predict the market and they derive their joy from the market going where they predicted. That's how they derive their market. They don't necessarily make any money from it, but then their own joy is that I said price will touch here, price will go up and it went up, price will go down and it went down. And the other are the profitable trader that don't predict price, they just enter the market, see where price is going, make their money, and then take out their money. Just come to think of it, if your trading system or trading strategy is to pick just 20 pips from the market, do you know that even a wrong trade, I mean, technically speaking, even a wrong trade can give you that 20 pips? So while somebody is still sitting that this trade must go this, maybe must go that, you are making your 20 pips, either your trade is wrong or right, and the person saw your setup, say, this your setup is bad though. This trade will go back. I mean, you know what you're looking for. Before you get to where it's going to go back, you're already taking your profit. And so that's what we are talking about. All of this gist today is all about being a profitable trader, not being a prophetic trader. Saying that price will go here or go there. You're not looking for 1,000 pips. You're not looking for 500 pips. You're looking for, I mean, just 50 or 100 pips or so, that depending on what you're looking for per day. And then, like you see me do a few times, I can, in just 30 pips, I can make almost every money I want to make. I know how to put my multiple entries and then have to manage my lot sizes. That's what the trading is all about. It's not about having to go 150 pips, 100 pips, and all of that. It is really, really about, you know, it is about making money out of the market. That's what we care about, not so much about all the discussion, all the talks around what is where price will go or where price will not go. What we care about actually is how much you make out of the market. is how much you make out of the market. So, like I said, react to price action, don't predict it. And then let me also say this, as a beginner, don't rely on trading money to hit or to meet all your basic needs. You will put yourself under too much pressure. And that's why I love to say it, and I will always say it again. The best time to start trading is when you have alternative source of income. Now, I know what I'm saying is not popular because people market these skills as if once you get in, you can keep making money, you can start making money immediately. It doesn't work that way, depending on who you are, anyway. But then it takes time for you to really make something tangible, something that can change your life, regardless of the level you are out of the market. You need time, and then you don't want to be under pressure that the money you need to hit is what you put in the market. So if market is going against you, you are hoping it will, because that is all you've got. So you must be able to detach yourself from the market and from the money you are using to trade. And as I said, people use as little as you can to start. And once you gain momentum, you can always increase. So I said a single trade should never make you nor break you. I already spoke about that already. So the path to success in trading is not about finding the right system, setup, or indicators, but rather one of skill development. I've seen people say, come and take this strategy, come and see this $20 strategy, 20 B strategy. People say all sort of shit around and then call it different names. Say if you put this indicator with this indicator, all of those things are nonsense, and I accept that without any feeling of remorse or any form of apology. They are nonsense. The real key, you should, now they can make money for you for a while, but it can never be sustainable. You can quote me anywhere, can never be sustainable, because if it is sustainable, people will not keep jumping from one trade to the other. People will not keep buying more trade and now. So the real thing about being successful in trading is skill development. Stay with what you have and keep developing on it. Stop jumping from one strategy to another strategy, from one indicator to another indicator. It will not pay you. It will not be profitable at the end of the day. So like I started with, learning how to manage your risk will make you a lot of money, and that's the centerpiece of trading psychology. So I said that no such thing as big trade. Excuse me. Now there's no such thing as a big trade. No, every trade is just the way it is. You can have a big trader, be based on position and then your skill level, but nothing like a big trade. You need to also know that even though this is not popular in this generation, but truly speaking, slow and steady win the race. If it takes you 1 year or 5 years to master these skills, what you're going to achieve at the end of that 5 years in terms of financial, your growth, your mental growth, nothing else can give you that. And I'm serious with that because I've put I've had my hands in different things before now, and I must tell you, nothing pay you as much as forex trading or trading in general will pay you. I've seen people make their 5 years income in just 1 week of trading, and that's even small. But then it doesn't happen overnight. So I tell you to slow down and be patient. Plan the trade, then trade what you have planned. So don't stay away, don't jump away from the plan. So, work hard, develop your own trading strategy and your own risk to reward ratio. You can use some of the ones I've been using if it works for you. If it doesn't, choose your own and just do your thing. But don't quit and don't um, get impatient at any point in time. So when it comes to managing your emotion, prevention is the first step when dealing with emotions while trading. So prevention is the best cure. So how do you manage your emotion? How do you make sure that you don't have to cure your emotional imbalance when it comes to trading? Is to prevent it. Set stop loss and stay with it. Now, this is not funny, and this is the truth. Don't focus on the money. As a beginner, no. Focus on setup, focus on before and after, focus on 50 pips booked, 50 pips gone. Focus on that. Once you can have that consistently happening, then the money is just a side effect, and that is the truth. The money is just a side effect. Focus on that, and the money is just a side effect. So I'm going to drop a short book on the group after now. I just want you to read it. It's from different traders. What one thing I wish I knew when I started. I think that was the title of the book. So the most important thing is to become a better trader. So you just have to work on yourself to be. You have to work on yourself to be a better trader, and that's one thing you. So that's one thing you just have to work on. So just finishing up with the video now, and I'm going to upload it and drop it on the book for you to watch. Now, the first one is talking about the um, money management, and this particular video is talking about the trading psychology. Like I also said, I'm going to drop a short 21 pages of book here on the book so that you can also read through that and learn few things. But then you can watch this video over and over and over and over again.